Good day, IT pros and tech savvy persons. Welcome to another episode of Ironheart Innovations with your girl Riri. And today we are discussing your IT career and its trajectory. I have 5 questions that if you ever get an opportunity to interview someone already in the field, possibly where you're looking to go, where you're headed, 5 questions that you may consider asking. I hate to use the term mentor, feel free to use that, but I'm going to use the word interviewee or seasoned professional. So your first question is going to be, how does it feel to work in emerging tech? Working with tech can be both exciting and challenging. On one hand, technology is constantly evolving, which means there's always something new to learn and explore. This is very stimulating for people who enjoy problem solving and staying up to date with the latest advances. And your interviewee should make that relevant and clear. On the other hand, working with technology can also be frustrating at times. There's often bugs, glitches, and other issues that need to be resolved, especially if you're going to be in operations or a field like penetration testing or software development, which can also be time-consuming and require a lot of patience. There's great comic history about well-known anger and frustration of software developers and how impatient they can be, and this is par for the field. Additionally, technology has become more complex and it can be difficult to understand and work with. But overall, your seasoned professional should give you the essence that working with technology can be rewarding for people who enjoy the field and are willing to put in the effort to stay current and tackle any challenges that arise. So the next question for your interviewee is how you got your foot in the door. And in most cases, this answer is going to involve pursuing education or training in the relevant field. However, when we look at the 3 E's of career development, which are experience, exposure, and education, we see that education is actually ranked the last out of the 3. Experience and exposure are actually the top 2. So if your interviewee, tells you definitely about the certifications they have, where they got to school, that's all well and good. But what you're looking for is insight on networking with professionals in the industry and participating in relevant projects if you still are in school, in internships and externships, any competitions that are in the area, things that their job or local organizations are sponsoring. Additionally, you're looking for how to build a portfolio of current projects and staying up to date on the latest industry trends and how to demonstrate that and showcase your personal skills when you're in an interview. Maybe it won't just be a straight interview. Maybe you have a demonstration, a site that you've built, some code that you're running somewhere, and your interviewee should relay how you can go about setting this up. So your next question is going to be, has working in IT been satisfying or rewarding? Would you recommend or not? So I'm not going to go into the difference here. Satisfying and rewarding are unique things, and your interviewee can go into those in their personal experience, but what you're looking for are things that they're discussing, such as their growth and their learning, their impact on current technology and innovation, and the competitiveness. So first off, just talk about learning and growth. The IT field is constantly evolving, which we know, and there's new areas to explore. So are they being challenged? Are they excited? Are they personally being fulfilled? And professionally, are they being filled? Impact on innovation. Um, so there's the potential to create significant positive impacts on society and the world. Um, and a lot of the projects, even if you have a small piece of it, you get an opportunity to contribute to innovative projects and solutions in some form or fashion that's going to impact the bigger goal of the project or the current technology. And competitive salaries and job stabilities, that's another one. The demand for IT professionals is consistently high, and even though the market, there's a lot of interest in entry into the job field, your person wants to relay that salaries are competitive and that there's job stability, especially where they're working at. So, how did you map out your professional future and who did you turn to for guidance? In a previous post, I discussed the tiers in the IT profession. Um, your person, your guide, may then tell you where they're at in their career. Are they entry level, mid, or are they at a senior point in their career? You want to know how long it took them to get there and what was the process like. Was it frustrating? Was it guided? Were they mentored along the way? One of the things you're looking for is, are they satisfied there? Um, they may be very comfortable in what they're doing now and have no desire to move in their career, maybe lateral. But if not, do they have plans to move to another tier and excel to a higher, maybe senior level position? If so, what active steps are they taking to achieve that next tier step? Some IT companies offer pathway programs and will hold your hand, as I mentioned, to help you develop your skills. Others will not. Others, when you come in, that's pretty much where you're expected to stay in your career, and you may have to deal with navigating that on your own, how to move around. And there are some tips I have in future posts where we'll discuss that, but it is something that your interviewee should relay to you. And it could also influence where you choose to work or what kind of department you to choose to transition your skills to. And your last question out of the five should be, what are the top three emerging tech projects you're currently collaborating on? Now, the projects themselves, the question themselves isn't that important. Um, Individually, they're not matter. What you're looking for is drive and passion, both in yourself and your interviewee. If neither you are excited about what's being discussed, then one, maybe find another person to interact with in your interview. Maybe you need to find somebody else. Maybe this person is burned out. And maybe the other option is to reassess your interest. Maybe this particular sector of the industry does not um, excite you. And so that's something you should consider before entering into it. Well, I hope you found this helpful. Please look for more. And until the next, talk to you soon. Bye bye.